fellow man, because someone told them that they have that right, and they don't have that right. But this is all it really equates to, because the person really doesn't have self-respect at a deep level. They feel inadequate, and it often derives from a couple of things: how they've been treated as when they were young, the conditions they grew up in. There are influencing factors, but I say there are no cop-outs, no cop-outs for that. Julian Huxley, a eugenicist, said this statement: "A really efficient totalitarian state would be one in which the all-powerful executive of political bosses and their army of managers control a population of slaves who do not have to be coerced because they love their servitude." Now, I know we generally apply that to the general unawake people, but I want to specifically address and relate this statement to the police and military, because they're not only acting as the regular slave who loves their servitude, but sadly, they're acting as the slave that is given a little bit more power over the other slaves, thinking that they have a right to control them. And this is a concept in the Civil War which was known as the house slave. And that is what they are acting as. I'm not saying that's what they are in the core of their being. I'm saying that is the role that they are playing and falling into because of the level of mind control that they are under through the belief in authority. And again, it's all based on fear, the fear of what would happen if that system wasn't in place, what would happen if they weren't still used as the battery, because that's what they are. They're used as the fuel that powers the New World Order agenda, that powers the dark occultist wishes, not even their own wishes. They're given a pittance, to do this to their fellow man, a pittance. And they take it because they feel superior. They get this illusionary sense of power over other people. They have no power over anyone and never will. They just believe, they have an erroneous belief that does not exist in nature. It does not exist anywhere, this concept of authority. Thank you. They are acting in this role. Here you see this hierarchical system that is a symbolic representation of the world that we live in, and with the elite at the top saying, "We rule you," and ultimately the power of the one God of this world, which is the monetary system, which is what everybody does these immoral activities for a paycheck, and not a very good one at that, even by monetary standards, And that's the proxy, again, for balance and awakening and the true sovereignty and the true spiritual nature, which is what everyone truly, really wants and desires more than anything else, is to come to that full expression of light and awakening. And that's why they take advantage of that and put the frequency of balance and the symbols of balance on that money, because they're trying to position it in proxy as the true God of creation. That's why it's depicted there at the top. And don't get it twisted and think that I'm some kind of a socialist because I'm saying money doesn't exist. That's another form of control. They're two sides of the same coin. It's all about authoritarianism, the belief in authority. Whether it's the belief in runaway capitalism that lets corporations and government do whatever they want, or whether it's allowing government to have all control of all resources and mete that out to whoever it deems is fit for them. Both of those things are systems of slavery and nothing more than that. So they position, well, underneath here you have the priest class, which is saying we fool you, and underneath that the military and police classes, which say we shoot at you, because they see things in a state of us versus them, and they're just living for the pittance that their masters above them dribble down to them. But the mass of people, of course, well, now you have the richer classes of people, in the social strata saying we eat for you, but then all of the people, the general masses of people down at the bottom saying we work for all and we feed everyone. And this is the system of hierarchy and compartmentalization that we're currently locked into, but it's not going to be around for much longer, because this